Kiwi, dinner's ready.
I'll be right down, Mom.
Wait, have I seen this
I just woke
before?
up like an hour ago.
But it's 6 p.m.
Well, Mom, due to my high level of apathy that I have for my life since the COVID-19 outbreak turned into a pandemic, instead the media has directed our eyes to care about others more than yourself. Therefore, I have neglected my own life as I constantly worry, am I
What is this?
will I cause someone to die? So instead of worrying about the existential crisis I deal with daily due to my growing anxiety and depression being cooped up inside, unable to see some of the only people that make me happy at school, I supplement that empty hole in my stomach and heart by sleeping for most of the day and then waking up, binging old YouTube videos or cartoons, and then ending my time awake by playing video games with the small amount of friends I can interact with through that medium without feelings of intimidation or irrelevance for hours until I feel the need to go back to sleep.
Hold on, but this video is new.
And repeating that cycle for months as I scream out for help to everyone around me.
Anyways, I made breakfast for dinner.
Yo, this shit bussin'. What is this?
It's flapjacks.
Wait, this was the same intro for the chowder video. What?
Oxy, my man. See, you wouldn't know how hard it is to think of an intro skit. I mean, you understand, right? Non-uploading neck ass.
Ladies and gentlemen, the weekend.
Hello everyone, my name is Kiwingly, or you can just call me Kiwi, and welcome back to the channel. So this video in general was an idea I've had since the chowder video came out, what? Oh yeah, 7 fucking months ago. And let's keep it real, college sucks, and I got more stuff to think about with that. And now I'm trying to keep these fucking gremlins in check, and that reminds me. Subscribe to the Down Bad Boys. We make content, and most of the time it's funny. It features me, Verdus Joe, Smeeth, Sillyrally, Large Black Male, and DJ Something. So if you want some funnies, or you're one of the 2 people that watch this channel for me, I'm pretty open on this channel about stuff. So yeah, subscribe now, or I'll take your spine and use it as a walking stick. So let's talk about Flapjack real quick. This child who literally is simultaneously the most gullible, but also the nicest character ever in cartoon history. This blonde little sailor wannabe who can't even fucking dress. I mean, look at this nigga, bro. Literally, mans can't even find pants that fit him, so he just said fuck it and made these his Gucci slips. And bro, do you see this poor excuse of color matching? Like red, white, and blue? Who are you? America? What are you, a poor excuse of a dessert? Fucking degenerate little sperm unit. Oh my god, man's is more cringe than Kyle.
Whoa! Whoa, man! Did you just corona? Did you just corona? Oh my god, not this again. Whoa, man! Stay 6 feet apart! You came up to me. What are you talking? Whoa, no, you gotta put your mask on. You gotta put your mask on.
And now, let's talk about this fucking disgusting, decrepit, disintegrating old crusty sock who's named Captain Knuckles. Hold on. I'ma hold myself back for this nigga. I gotta talk about these characters later, so I'ma save the roast for later. It's time to...
These niggas,
So the Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack was kind of the stepping stone for a lot of big niggas in the cartoon game. The show was created by Thurop Van Orman, who first introduced the idea to Cartoon Network in 2001. 2 years later, he was inspired again to pitch the idea and it was approved. The show was actually inspired by Van Orman's own dreams of adventures under the sea while he lived in Florida as a child. Before this, Van Orman also worked on some amazing shows such as storyboarding for Camp Lazlo, the Powerpuff Girls, and The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. The show finally aired on June 5th, 2008 to amazing reviews. It has an overwhelmingly good score on IMDb, and Google states that 96% of people like this show. All things have to come to an end though. I mean, look at Rugrats and All Grown Up. After 3 seasons, 46 half-hour episodes split into 91 episode segments, the series was eventually canceled and its last episode on August 31st, 2010 ended the show. Cartoon Network cited that the show didn't fit with the network's new demographic that they were shooting for. This being for niggas that paid attention during those years was known as CN Real. You know, that era where Andrew WK, of all people, was the face of Cartoon Network. And you know, Andrew WK, that one lead of that one band who played at E3 that one year and no one fucking cared. After the show ended, Van Orman served as a supervising producer for Adventure Time, and also for Sanjay and Craig. Not much is coming out of Van Orman these days. Currently, he's working on a stop-motion film called Black Forest, and apparently has announced via Bird app that he's writing a film about Vikings? I don't know, dude is white. One thing that's kind of cool is that he also voiced Lil Gideon from Gravity Falls. Speaking about Gravity Falls though, did you know Alex Hirsch, the creator of Gravity Falls, used to be a storyboarder for Flapjack? Oh yeah, I did mention that a lot of niggas had their first step with Flapjack. Along with Alex Hirsch, Pendleton Ward, creator of Adventure Time, J.G. Quintal, creator of Regular Show, and Patrick McHale, creator of Over the Garden Wall, all had a hand in Flapjack. Yeah, it's kind of crazy how like 4 top tier projects came out of Flapjack. Wrapping this section up, The Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack was a great show. I'm going to talk about why later into this video, but it was for a good reason. It had some amazing creative minds working on it. And I mean, it was also nominated to receive a Golden Reel, an Annie, and Emmy award, which they actually did win one for an episode, Sea Legs. It's crazy to think this absolutely bonkers show set such a great precedence, but it did. So let's talk about the characters, which is partly what makes this show so preposterous. Flapjack is a kind of crazy little boy voiced by Thurop Van Orman. Flap is an innocent, gullible, sweet, and strange boy that sports an off-white sailor hat, top shelf fade, Sillyrally bandana, more on that Cuban later, red and white striped Armani undershirt, and Gucci slacks. Flapjack is an actual orphan who was found in the middle of the sea on a bed of seaweed and raised by Bubby, who is a talking whale, more on that big bitch later. Paul Rubens, who is best known for his character Pee Wee Herman, was supposed to voice Flapjack initially. After not showing up for too many recordings, he was fired, and Van Orman decided to play Flapjack himself. Captain Knuckles is the Irish captain who is voiced by Brian Doyle Murray. Brian actually is the older brother of actor Bill Murray. He has appeared in many films including Caddyshack, Scrooged, Ghostbusters 2, Groundhog Day, and The Razor's Edge. He co-starred on Sullivan and Son and played the Flying Dutchman in SpongeBob. Moving back to the character, Knuckles is what you would call in the industry as a fucking degenerate. Knuckles on multiple occasions has stated that he basically doesn't care about anyone, doesn't do anything nice for anyone, and also does anything to get some candy. Wait, candy? What the fuck? Why candy? Well, you know how in regular shows soda is kind of just a metaphor for alcohol? Yeah, that's candy in this universe. Or I guess sweet stuff in general? I mean, there is in canon a hot fudge hut that is on the docks that just houses a whole ass shed of hot fudge. And on top of that, Knuckles kind of just carries around a jug of maple syrup in his coat pocket, and on multiple occasions has gotten a type of buzz from it. So like, Knuckles is a fucking cunt, but like, is there any redeeming qualities? Well, he is quote unquote friends with Flapjack, and he's quote unquote sometimes takes care of Flapjack. But most of the time he actually doesn't care about Flapjack, which is evident in the first fucking episode where Knuckles literally bets Flapjack away in a game of poker. I mean, he still ends up winning, but still, he literally bet Flapjack's life away for mostly nothing. Everyone in the dock hates him. Bubby, where Flapjack and Knuckles stay, can't stand him, and all his life, Knuckles has been pretty much fucked over every single time he's ever done anything. Man's is an actual curse. Let me get on this man's head real quick. Or neck? Or chin? Nigga's whole body above his shoulders is a literal rectangle with no definition. And come on, Knuckles, bro. Is that off-brand Tim's? Hold up. Look at his legs and hands. Motherfucker look like Mr. Krabs if he was fucking homeless. His legs and arms are literally made of wood. And nigga, look at his nose. Is that a nose or someone's ashy foot? And bro, nigga got like reverse jaundice. His skin is blue. Motherfucker need more oxygen or something. I could stay on this nigga forever and how this man's coat looked straight out of a Hotel's Lost and Found, but I gotta move on.
操你妈小逼崽子！你真没见过黑社会哈！操你妈的！敢不敢跟我比划比划？操你妈！
Okay, Bubby. Bubby is basically what every mom wishes they could be, but also simultaneously doesn't want to be. Okay, so obviously Bubby is a whale. She found Flapjack in the middle of the ocean when he was a baby and is raising him. Bubby has both Flapjack and Knuckles living in her mouth. There are a lot of set shots where the background is just a fucking mouth. Like, initially it's fucking disgusting, but then you start to realize, like, how? Like, how in the fuck does she talk with her teeth not moving? Just look at this clip real quick. That bitch is doing dark magic.
Captain Knuckles?
Quiet, boy, I'm thinking.
Then why is your brain so quiet?
'Cause he doesn't have one.
Would you rather wait for the boy to think of something?
That bitch just played dark magician. How? Number two, how in the fuck does she not accidentally like swallow these niggas or like eat them? Does she not swallow ever? Okay, moving past how Bubby's life is filled with demons, she is genuinely the nicest person. They casted probably the best person they could to play Bubby, who is Roz Ryan, who is probably best known around the cartoon community for playing Cake, who is Jake's alternative universe's counterpart in Adventure Time. But she also has an extensive background in Broadway and played cool roles in many projects such as Disney's Hercules, Kick Buttowski, The Looney Tunes Show, and Casey Undercover. Anyways, she has a wonderful voice, literally near perfect for like a black grandma or motherly figure. Literally perfect fucking casting. Anyways, yeah, but Bubby is also fucking stupid because she trusts Knuckles way too much with Flapjack. Knuckles be like, yo Bubby, we going to fucking Crip Island and we're deciding to wear all red. And Bubby's dumbass will be like, y'all need a ride? Fucking dumbass. And then when Knuckles lets Flapjack get into some type of situation, she always yelling at him. Like, bitch, didn't you just let your fucking child hang out with this children's blue translucent ruler? Like, you're part of the blame, nigga. What the fuck are you yelling at Knuckles for? Do something and don't let Flapjack hang with Knuckles anymore. Better yet, kick that fucking blueberry stained rectangle out your dirty ass mouth. Stupid ass Bubby. Was she alright? Real quick, some reoccurring characters that I want to talk about is Peppermint Larry, who owns the Candy Barrel, which is kind of like this pub that sells people candy. He is literally schizophrenic and has a candy wife. Yes, a wife made of candy, and thinks he is having a full-on conversation with her, even though that candy bitch is silent, just like a fucking inanimate object should be. Put this nigga in a psych ward. I got the rope right here.
Guilty! That nigga is guilty!
I don't need to deliberate. Hang that nigga now. I got the rope right here.
And then we have Dr. Barber, who is literally the doc's only doctor and only barber. He has some sociopathic tendencies, kind of like most of the characters in this show. He fantasizes about fucking up people's cuts and also performing surgery on people. He is probably the most funniest person in the whole damn show just because he has this thing he does after he says a sentence where he's like, yes, yes.
Commenting, yes, yes. Uncounted failures, yes. Fish head barbers, success may be evil now, yes. But soon they will be ready, yes. Quite soon.
Stay away. I'm sad.
What's wrong?
Get away from me, boy. Don't touch me. I said I was sad.
You just need some sunshine.
No, I just want to lie here and fester until my body melts and gives Bubby cavities.
One summer can't fill a hole that's been dug for years. Crushed by fear, robust and fierce, chugging tears. The grudge is clear, a front ensues, the muzzle wears. Forget appearances, clearly no one fucking cares.
Anyways, it's time to get on this show's ass. Please don't crucify me. Actually, better yet, try it, nigga. Y'all forget I got the first step. Trademark pending. The Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack is not the best thing out there. Okay, I fucking know. I know. Damn, it's harder for niggas to be black and have an opinion out here than surviving just walking down the street when a cop is within a 50-mile radius. On God, them niggas sense niggas with just a hint of melanin and be like, skirt, take them down. Okay, let's get some good stuff out of the way. The writing in the show is pretty fucking good. Honestly, there isn't really a dull moment in any episode of Flapjack. Every single character is fucking written as if they're a character right out of The Sopranos.
What if they made a Sopranos video game?
That is, without a doubt, the dumbest fucking idea I ever heard.
Oh, you want me to go get fucking Joe Pesci, shoot you in the fucking feet again? Talking shit on this excellent video game. There he is. This game is, without a doubt, the dumbest fucking idea.
Well, this game's going down in history.
Oh, it's going down in history, probably.
Also, why is every joke such a good joke? Like, everything is funny with this show. Whether it's shock humor, puns, or innuendos, it's fucking amazing. Another positive in this show is its realistic color palette. Everything is very realistic. It's kind of to match this overarching fact that everything that happens at Flapjack breaks the fourth wall from the show to the viewer. I mean, every time the artistic methods of the show switches, there is some type of fourth wall breakage. In reality, there isn't a fourth wall break at all, but it's actually just as simple as it can get. Just a switch of art style for a joke or plot line. Because of this, every time it happens, it's just a huge meta shift in the entire episode. Going back to its color palette, everything is drowsy and disgusting, but it works because everything is supposed to be like nasty in Stormalong, which is where the show takes place. Okay, another thing they really get right with this show is kind of having this very slight continuing plot lineage. It's kind of like over time characters will get more and more developed over time. Eventually, towards the end of the show, characters don't really act exactly the same as they did in the beginning. I mean, it's not like, I don't know, As Told by Ginger, or like Braceface, or like The Sopranos.
Now, when you're thinking Sopranos video game, you're thinking, oh, this will be a GTA clone. And this is a 3D brawler. Look at this moves list. You got the asshole text. Hit X and square. Hit him with the sneaky rat bastard combo. Oh, what's that? Frankie Carboni can't play the fucking money for this fucking... I ought to hit this motherfucker with a fettuccine uppercut. That'll give him a real blow to the bread basket. Hit circle to grab. Okay. Hit square. Hit...
How you doing? I didn't see nothing.
But these characters change a little bit. No character is static. Yeah, Knuckles stays a hating ass nigga the entire time, but more and more he decides to take care of Flapjack and care for him more, as any normal person would after developing a relationship with them. Knuckles may be a sociopath, but at least he still will do things just to make the people closest to them just a tiny bit happier. since I did suck the dick of this show, again, this show isn't perfect. One thing about this show is sometimes it gets a bit repetitive. Sometimes the show will have this format of Flapjack or Knuckles gets the other in some type of situation. Because of the greed or emotions of one of them, the situation will be prolonged or worsened. Finally, one of them will stop being stubborn, or an outside force will come in and help the situation. Either that happens, or something completely random happens that shouldn't happen, and then the duo get back to normal. Most of the time, that's the format of every single episode. And I see that really being a big thing that happened in the pre-Renaissance era of Cartoon Network. Shows where there was one formula to one show and you didn't alter it unless it was for a special or it was some sort of outlier. Another thing I don't really like about the show is how each character is so one-dimensional. Like, we get it. Flapjack is gullible, Knuckles is an asshole, Bubby is too over-supportive, and all the side characters that are reoccurring are all egotistical as fuck. But like, one thing is for sure, each character has this formula to them. They don't alter from it, they don't slip away, it's always static. The character formula goes like, number 1, make a mistake. Number 2, complain or not care. Number 3, realize they caused the issue. And number 4, blames another person or never learns from the mistake they made. I mean, there are a lot of good and bad things in this show, and in reality, who the fuck cares? It's loved by everyone. If there are flaws, but the quality of the show never diminishes, who the fuck cares? Okay, so when I said I was gonna do a Flapjack video, there was this bum-ass nigga that decided to reply to me on Twitter and be like, oh, please, Kiwingly, please let me be in the video, please. And me being the nicest individual I've ever met, I decided to let this Cuban talk about Flapjack. So, ladies and gentlemen, everything in between or neither, give a warm welcome to the king of Sillyrally.
I'm the teens I told her, Ultra Beam out the soda. Oh, these niggas dumb. And they claiming for the culture.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Please, shut the fuck up. You know, it's an honor being invited to the Kiwingly YouTube channel to talk about one of my favorite underrated cartoons of all time, and that would be The Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack. Now, look, I'm gonna keep it buck with you. Like, I'm pretty sure this nigga Kiwingly has said, like, everything in the fucking book, probably, art direction, storytelling, writing, the fucking humor, but I kind of want to jump to the idea that, like, Flapjack pushed the Cartoon Network Renaissance era. You ever think about how shows like Amphibia, Owl House, OKKO, Steven Universe, how they're so good, they're so entertaining, they're, you know, this and that, blah, 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 blah. It all comes down to Flapjack. Whoa, how is this possible? Nigga, if you look at the credits, Alex Hirsch, JG Quintel, and motherfucking Pendleton Ward is responsible for helping the show Flapjack. It only took one show to create a big happy pile of good shows and variety. And I remember back then, most people enjoyed the show, I remember for sure, but there was so many people that just disliked the show because it was annoying, it was dark, it was nasty. I remember Mr. Enter type niggas used to say stupid shit like, oh, Flapjack is like a SpongeBob clone. It's just like SpongeBob. SpongeBob. You know, the typical shit. You know how they always say shit about how, I don't fucking know, Breadwinners is like SpongeBob. It's like that shit. It's like that. And that used to made me feel a little fucking sad and mad at the same time. Because Flapjack is just more than just a fucking SpongeBob clone. So you just automatically see Flapjack, a happy fellow, and Captain Knuckles, who's just grumpy and angry most of the time. They just automatically think it's Squidward. Like, bro, not every show has to look after SpongeBob. It's always just connect the fucking dots. But when you actually look at the show, right, there's actual passion. You see, the difference in between Flapjack and SpongeBob, right? SpongeBob isn't limited to anything. SpongeBob's world takes place in the Bikini Bottom, and most shit happens in the Bikini Bottom. We all know that SpongeBob is a fry cook. He goes to the Krusty Krab, and we know that he's a terrible driver, and we know that he's best friends with Patrick, and he's friends with Sandy. He has a neighbor that's angry all the time. You know, all this and that. We all know that. But Flapjack is limited, and it does more than SpongeBob. If you really think about it, they're stuck on a fucking harbor in the middle of the ocean. How do you do that?
I beg your pardon? I beg your pardon?
Well, granted, there are characters like Bubby to, you know, take them places from across the world. That is true. But it still keeps the theme of the show. Unlike SpongeBob, they kind of at least break some boundaries. Like a fucking cat that can hold their breath for so long. Like, what the See, you see, there's this running gag in the show of Flapjack where they pretty much are trying their best to find the land of Candied Island. And I say Candied with the fucking ED because when I was a kid, I thought it was Candy Island. But actually is Candied Island, if you guys didn't know that. you know, I too am an educated nigga myself. But the joke is that they cannot get to Candied Island because it doesn't exist. Or does it? Nah, I'm fucking with you, it doesn't. Or does it? So pretty much the entire time, Flapjack and Knuckles just find out ways to get to Candied Island. It's pretty much the entire plot of the show. Obviously, the show is called The Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack because it's a bunch of misadventures and it's marvelous. Because, motherfucker, they literally thought of shit like to disguise themselves as sardines and fucking go into a ship just to invade Candied Island when in reality the island is actually called Cammy Island. See, it's a misadventure. That's the idea. That's the fucking idea. Congratulations, you figured it out. That's what makes Flapjack special. Because of how it's limited to one idea, there's so much more than it meets the eye. So next time, if you're gonna be that motherfucker to be like, hey yo, isn't that the SpongeBob clone? Like, don't try me. And that's all I gotta really say about Flapjack. Pretty much, I could go on why I love Flapjack, but I'm pretty sure this nigga Kiwingly's already talked about how much, you know, the show is this and that, you know, how it's eloquent and oh god, it makes my dick hard. I forgot this nigga's demisexual. I just want to say thank you so much, Kiwingly, for the invitation. Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, by the way. It's been your man, Sillyrally, and I'm out of here.
Hey, Rufus! Feel that trade wind coming in?
Yeah, nothing like a little extra sea salt in my beard. Yeah.
What is this? Your beard doesn't connect! It's like a fake beard!
Why my eyes all the pain that I wasted? Can't trust a soul, all of them, they two-faced it.
Okay, so Flapjack is not a perfect show. Even though the show was one of the greatest ever on the Cartoon Network roster, as evident by the hit game Cartoon Network Punch Time Explosion, the show was good, better than a vast majority of Cartoon Network shows. And as we talk about these amazing shows more and more, maybe, just maybe, we can encourage writers and execs of other networks to go back to the absolute majesty that was cartoons around this time. So now, I want you all to pull out your sliding keyboard and track phones, and pull up twitter.com and tweet out hashtag Kiwingly was right about Flapjack, but we want more Cartoon Network, or we will throw every single worker into a wood chipper, and send tweet. And if I don't see that hashtag trending within the first 2 minutes of this video going live, all my viewers' heads will explode. Probably, or maybe nothing will happen, but it's better to be safe than sorry. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you to Oxy for the cameo at the beginning and the art with the thumbnail, link in the description. Also thank you to Sillyrally, the king of Cubans, for the feature in this video. I know that fucking minority would pull through, and he did. I appreciate you all. If you did like the video, consider smashing that motherfucking like button and sharing the video with your grandmother, because doing those two things helps my videos get recognized by YouTube. Therefore, algorithm. Therefore, more views. Therefore, me being sponsored by Dollar Shave Club. Please, I need this. Anyways, comment down below what you would like to see from the channel, and if you had any suggestions for improvements with the content. Appreciate you guys again. Follow me on Twitter and Twitch. I'm very funny, and yeah, I'll see you on the next video. Also, here's an anagram for a hint of a future.
Okay, kid, you got the job.